guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is kind of a ridiculous appearance I have going on, but I can't get this eyeliner off from Halloween yesterday, and I don't feel like getting ready because this is a Q&A where, you know, we're always open and honest and have just rolling conversation, so there's no need to get all ready for all of that. Obviously, there's a lot going on that has changed in my life. I didn't film for about a month because once I got back from Italy, I got super focused on work and myself, and YouTube doesn't really get me anything, especially lately. It hasn't been getting any new views or subs, so it's hard to stay motivated on it when it's not what's, you know, driving success or anything like that. I recorded a weekly vlog this week. I kind of mentioned in it everything that has changed in the last month, but I'll just go through it really quickly. I left the law firm because I am nearing the end of my marketing degree and I wasn't doing marketing there, and I really wanted to start working in my actual field, you know, and focusing on the things that I want to focus on. I launched my social media management company. This is something that has been low-key in the works for a while now, but I decided it was finally time to go for it. So I have my own social media management company. I hired an employee and I have 2 interns, and it's amazing. I'm bringing on clients right now. I'm looking for more clients, and that's pretty much my full-time job at the moment. That's what's paying the bills, and that is, you know, working its way up, so it's super exciting. I designed the next collection for Affirmation, and that is all on the way. So I'm super excited about this next collection. Instead of just putting like quotes on hoodies, I actually worked with a designer and really got, you know, more into the graphic design aspect of it and making them more creative, and I'm super excited about that. So that will be launching on December 1st. And then I bought a house. So not this house that I'm living in, but I bought a actual home in Florida. So that is my first investment property. I'm going to be an Airbnb host. So that is my new little venture that I'm super interested in, is real estate. So yeah, I did it. I'm under contract. So that's super exciting. I close on December 7th. So I'm going to be going to Florida to see that and get all that set up and, you know, launched on Airbnb and everything. So yeah, those are my main focuses, are my social media management company. I'm trying to get more into affirmation now with this next collection, and then the house, and then I had a new term of school start. So I'm still in school. It is my last year of college, so that's pretty crazy too. And then I moved. So I also moved out of my apartment in downtown LA to this new home. So instead of being in a little apartment sharing a bedroom with Clara, we have our own rooms in this nice home. We have a new dining space and all this extra room, and it's beautiful. We still have some furnishing to do, but we are absolutely in love with it. It's made our lives so much better. It's really hard to live in a small space with multiple people, no matter who they are. So I think this is just like really good for us to get to, you know, have our time apart occasionally and get to work on stuff. And I have my desk in here, and it's like my little space, so I love it. So yeah, life is really good right now. I'm really excited about everything. I just edited my moving vlog, so I'm getting back into that. And I've had to plan out every single hour of every day basically to make it work, but I'm just super excited about all of it. I'm really looking forward to it coming together, and tomorrow I'm leaving for Arizona for 2 days for work, and like just more like real estate stuff, so it's very cool. There's a lot going on, but I'm super excited. And yeah, I wish I could do a podcast. Like I kind of like that almost more than YouTube. I really like the videos where I just talk, even if no one's listening and no one cares. Like I love going back and watching my videos. That's why I started YouTube. Like I love to go back and watch like me moving to LA, and I just think it's crazy to this day that even happened. Yeah, anyways, we're gonna get into the Q&A, but life is crazy. Life is really good, and I'm just really excited about everything that is going on. So I posted a question poll on Instagram. We got a ton of responses. If you want to participate in the next ones, my Instagram is @askinem, ASKINEM. And yeah, I just told you guys to ask me some questions. I was gonna do like a in costume Halloween Q&A, but I was really stressed out yesterday and it didn't work well. So we're gonna do it right now. I'm gonna answer some of your guys' questions, and then I can mark that off for the day and get back to some homework. So yeah, let's get into it. I had to take a phone call and it's an hour later, but I'm back. Okay, so I screenshotted the questions that people asked me on Instagram. Thank goodness, because the poll is gone now. Okay, the first one is, how old are you? I'm 19 years old, if we didn't know that. My birthday is January 12th, and I'm gonna be 20, but that makes me want to vomit. That's like that sounds like so old. How tall are you? I say I'm 5'11". I've always said I'm 5'11", but lately people have been telling me that I'm definitely 6 feet tall. I refuse to accept that. I do love being tall, but like I've reached my limit. I don't need to be 6 feet tall. I am 5'11", and I will die with that. When did you move to Los Angeles? I moved to LA in September of last year. So it's been a year and 2 months since I moved to LA. And we just moved into this new place last week, exactly a week ago. Why did you move to LA? I moved to LA just for new opportunities. Where I was at in Maryland, I was already doing online school and just kind of working, you know, a normal job, just going about my life. And then I realized, like, if I really wanted to be successful and get out of my comfort zone, then I would have to do that somewhere else, not in my town, because everyone that's in that town kind of just stays there, grows up there, you know, will spend their lives there, and I just wanted something different for myself. So I knew that moving was kind of what I had to do. My best friend Clara from high school was already moving to LA, and then I kind of went through something and wanted to get out of there, and I was just ready. So I was like, bet, let's move to LA. How do you deal with not living close to your mom if you couldn't visit? I visit a lot. I visit like quite a lot for living across the country from my family, but if I couldn't visit, I think like FaceTime kind of cures all. I literally FaceTime my mom twice a day. Not even an exaggeration. We talk like once in the morning and like once after work. Just because if I'm not telling someone about my plans for the day and the week, then I will lose my mind. So yeah, my mom is kind of the one that I rant to, stress to, tell everything to, basically. When you live with your best friend, you need like another outlet. So yeah, that's my mom. Basically, I talk to her every single day. So as long as you stay in touch, I think it's like, it becomes super normal. When I was moving, I had no idea how I was gonna do it, but once like you've moved out and everything, it gets a lot easier. Will you continue doing your vlogs? I really miss them. P.S. I love your channel. Thank you. I love vlogging too, but I really like vlogging, you know, when I'm on trips and stuff. But those videos do not do well on my channel. I think like a lot of people sub to me to like figure out how to move to LA. And so if I'm not making content about that, it just kind of flops. But I like the vlogs. I like to look back on them myself. So I'm definitely going to keep vlogging. It just depends on the trip. Like sometimes if I'm already stressed out and I know I won't want to edit it, or if I just want to spend time with my family, then I'm not going to have my camera out the whole time. But I definitely will keep vlogging. It's just hard for me to vlog when I'm in LA because literally like all I do is work. Like people want to see like LA content, running around LA, but like when you live in LA, like that's where you work. That's where you just like have your normal life. So I'm not like doing touristy stuff all the time. Like I'm not just like at the Hollywood sign every weekend. So I think like, yeah, people want to see like LA vlogs, but like I'm just living a normal life out here now, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna keep vlogging. What is the hardest part about being a model? Probably just how toxic the industry is. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I also left my modeling agency. The hardest part is probably just like the industry likes to act like it's changing and becoming all inclusive, but that's just not true. Every single agency I've ever been with has told me to lose weight and that I'm too muscular, and I'm tired of that. So I'm freelancing. I haven't decided if I want to look for another agency to sign to or if I want to go meet with other agencies, because I'm really tired of like my job trying to force me into a bad relationship with food. I love modeling and I love taking photos, and you know, like that being a job is kind of the coolest thing ever, and I'm always going to do that. But I still have my clients, and I get most of my clients through Instagram anyways, so I don't feel the need to be with like an agency that's going to make me feel like crap and not really help me, but then take 20% of everything I get. So yeah, the hardest part is the toxicity and the unhealthy body standards. Have you ever been to Amsterdam? No, I have not. I want to go though. Um, Claire and I always joke about like Italy. As you guys saw, if you watch those vlogs, it was like so much. Like I like need to wait to travel again. Like that was like literally like such a fucking trip. So no, I haven't gone, but I want to. Do you have any trips coming up? So I have a ton of stuff coming up. Tomorrow I'm going to Arizona, but just going for 2 days driving there, so that doesn't really count, but it is out of state. Next week I'm going to San Francisco. That'll be super fun. Maybe I'll vlog that. I'm like looking because I have it written up here. And then in December, beginning of December, I might have something for work, but as of right now I don't. And then for Christmas I'm going to Florida for a long time, for the 22nd to January 4th, because I have to get my Airbnb all set up and celebrate Christmas with my family. So that is going to be in the beginning of December. Then in January I'm going to Maryland. So those are everything I have booked right now. Like I have all those tickets booked already. Everything else is kind of up in there. I'm trying to not take as many trips, but obviously I am. What is your favorite part about living in LA now? My favorite part about living in LA is still the opportunities. If I was in Maryland still, then I would not be doing literally anything that I'm doing. I wouldn't have started a clothing brand. I wouldn't have started a management business. I wouldn't have any of my clients or met any of these people that I'm learning from. So I think the best part about LA is just the opportunities and the people that you're surrounded with. It has its toxic sides too, just like anywhere does, but there are also some really great people here too that I've gotten to know, and I love the people I'm around right now. Do you have a boyfriend? We all know the answer to this. I do not have a boyfriend. I do not have a boyfriend. This is kind of very similar. It says, how do you feel about hookup culture in LA? I didn't mind, like, I didn't really think anything of it for a while, but now I'm kind of over it. Like, if you're just, like, with different people all the time, you know, like, you're never really going to build an actual connection with someone, and that's what makes every other aspect better. If that's what, like, works for you, then good, but I'm kind of over it myself. Where's your favorite place to eat in LA? I don't really have like set places that I love to eat. I really like LA Buns & Co., which is like a little Mexican restaurant. I've been eating too much Chipotle, and you can eat that anywhere, so there you go. That works for all of you. And will you have new stuff released on Affirmation? December 1st, the next collection is coming out. It's called Evolve. So the first collection was Energy, second one is Evolve, and I'm super excited. Everything's on the way. I have like 4 of the new hoodies and a new accessory, and I'm super excited. They're like, I want to wear them all the time, but I'm trying not to mess them up before I get like all of my photo shoots done in them. So once everything gets here, throughout the month of November, I'm gonna schedule like a couple shoots, try to get content built up and like hype it up, and then December 1st the new collection will be out, and it's super inspiring and beautiful and exciting, and I absolutely love the quotes, and yeah, I'm really, really excited about it actually. How was it your last year of college if you're only 19? Well, so basically when I was in high school, I was modeling all the time. I was missing school all the time because I was always going to New York and stuff. And then my junior year, I was missing like the most school ever. Like they were sending me all these letters and they were kind of over me, even though I was literally getting straight A's. And I was like, why does it matter as long as I'm getting my work done? So I was kind of in a predicament with like the principal and everything, and my guidance counselor was like, you know, if you're gonna miss school, you could just graduate early. And I was like, oh, what's that? Like super cool. And he was like, well, you have enough credits if you want to graduate this year. So it was a super last minute decision. So I was a junior and I was like, okay, word, like I'll graduate. So I graduated as a junior, so I was 17. And then that summer I immediately started college classes online. So I did college for a year with my community college, but I did full like summer semesters, and I took like 6 classes at once every term. So I finished that in a year. So then I got my associate's degree in business, and then that next summer I started the University of Maryland online. So I've been in online school pre-COVID and everything. Like ever since I graduated high school, I always do like extremely full terms. I do summers. Like I just kind of want to get it done as quick as possible. So yeah, I did University of Maryland and I'm doing my bachelor's in marketing. So all my credits transferred. So I had 2 years left and I finished that. I will have finished that in a year as well because I just kind of like double up the pace. So I'm going to graduate with my bachelor's in May. I'll be 20, a couple months into 20, and it's exactly 2 years early of graduating. So I will be class of 2022 and I was supposed to be class of 2024. So that's how I kind of expedited it in high school and it started there. And I really just did it because like I want to be done. Like the sooner that's done, the sooner I can work more, the sooner I can make a ton of money so I can stop working. That's kind of how I think of it. It's like the sooner I'm successful, the sooner I can chill the hell out. So that is why and how I'm graduating at 19. I'm actually graduating at 20, but I might actually have to fly to Maryland in May then for my college graduation because the graduation is in person, which is kind of funny because like at your graduation you're meeting like all your classmates for the first time. Like we've just been going back and forth on these like discussion boards and now you're like actually gonna be in person with them. That's kind of funny. Are you going to film a house tour? It's in the moving vlog. It's not like a whole big house tour to do. It's just, you know, our rooms and everything. I'll show you. This is my bedroom. It's my bed. I have a little dresser over there. I'm packed for Arizona. I'm sitting at my desk. That's the show Made. You guys should watch it. And this is my dresser. Are you still modeling? So this is kind of similar to like what I talked about before. I am kind of, but I'm just freelancing. I'm not doing it through an agency. When open calls open back up, I might sign with another agency. I'm just very indecisive because I'm very confident in myself and my body right now, and I finally have like a good relationship with food and like my clothing and everything. And whenever agencies are toxic, that kind of ruins everything in my mind and puts me back at like square one. So I'm undecided. Like mentally, if I found the right agency that wasn't gonna pressure me, then I would be willing to sign with them. But that's kind of what like all my agencies say until you're actually with them, and then they're like, oh, by the way, like lose all this weight, and then that just causes problems. So I am still modeling, but I'm doing it on my own time and with who I want to, which is probably for the best anyways, because I don't even know that I could go to like a bunch of pointless castings that you wouldn't even book like with my current schedule. I'd rather just like get my own jobs at this moment, but you never know. I like obviously still love modeling so much, so we'll see. Okay, this is the last one I'm gonna answer, but it's, do you ever regret moving to LA? I find that one super interesting. And the answer is no, not at all. There were a couple moments like where I'd get super stressed out and just like miss my family, and I'm like, why am I here? Like, why am I doing this? But like I've always been in touch with the fact that like if I didn't move to LA, I wouldn't have the career I have or the money I have or like any of the life experiences that I have. Like I would still not know how to take care of myself completely. Like you really don't know until you throw yourself out, like how to do all the adult stuff, like pay bills and like build credit and like do stupid stuff that like you really need to do and you really need to learn how to do. So I'm super, you know, glad that I moved here, and like I talk with Claire all the time about how amazing this decision was, because if I was still living in Maryland, like I would just be working a part-time job, probably like going to school. And sometimes I like get in my head when I see my friends like out at college and everything, and I'm like, wow, like they're out partying and making all these friends, and like I don't even have enough friends to have bridesmaids one day. Like I actually think about that all the time, and it kind of gets down on me. But then I'm like, okay, but my friends in college, like when they get out of college, they're gonna have to like go into their industry. Like when they're 22, they're gonna have to like start, you know, figuring out a job. Where like at 19, I kind of already have like a career built and like building. So I think like even though it's kind of sad I don't have the college experience, like I'm ahead in like life experience, maybe industry experience, which for someone who's super money motivated and financially motivated, like that's important. So I've never regretted it. But I do like miss my family and friends a lot, but I think it's good to kind of be thrown out there by yourself and have to meet people and network and everything without like your family and friends there for you. So I think, yeah, no, it was a great decision, and being away from your family and friends even like shows you how much more important they are and how you shouldn't take those things for granted. So I've just learned a bunch of really amazing things. I wouldn't say that I've had a single moment of regret ever. I can't even imagine like living in Maryland. It's kind of weird to think about, actually. So no, I don't regret anything. I love LA. I love our new place. I'm super happy here. I'm like in the schedule of everything with a lot of work to do. So I'm going to end this vlog here so I can get back to finishing up my homework because I'm going to Arizona and I don't want to do any while I'm there. So I need to finish up the whole week of school. So thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. I'm glad I got to share all of my new ventures with you guys, and I will see you guys next week or sometime after that. So yeah, bye.